Okay then guys, what's going on? Cloud Plays here and welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're inside of Starfield and we've got some very interesting stuff going on in the scene for you guys right now, with the creator behind the hugely popular Skyrim co-op mod has got some really awful news for Starfield. On top of that, Starfield testers are now a part of a union and have given some very interesting information indeed. Other stuff coming from the Reddit with some interesting finds inside of the community today. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. And on top of that, check out our sponsor, Advanced GG, the #1 clinically proven energy supplement on the market. My favorite flavor is cherry vanilla, but you guys can catch an array of flavors via the link in the description. Utilizing code CLOUD at checkout will get you a cheeky discount. So with that being said, let's dive on into today's video. So starting today's video, we have got the creator behind the hugely popular Skyrim co-op mod gives up on the Starfield version of it because, drumroll please, this game is effing trash. I didn't realise this until after I actually started playing the damn game a week after launch, is quotation from the mod developer. Now he states here, 2023 has turned out to be the year for Baldur's Gate 3, RPG-wise at least, and it's easy to forget that no one expected it to be this way. Many, including myself, expected the biggest and best game of the year to be Bethesda's much-anticipated Starfield, this first new series from studio in decades, and its first single-player RPG since 2011's remarkable Skyrim, one of the most beloved games ever made. One that has been a unique one afterlife thanks to mods. Now, Skyrim is the most modded game in history, with Nexus Mod hosting just shy of 130,000 mods across Skyrim and Skyrim Special Edition. Given that Starfield was weirdly perceived to be Skyrim in space, the expectation was that Starfield would see something similar. Indeed, the game has already been subject to over 6,000 mods. Whether it can sustain the mod momentum is another matter though, and a recent development in the Starfield modding community throws doubt on it completely. One of the main creators behind Skyrim Together has announced, in pretty brutal language I may add, that they've thrown in the towel on Starfield altogether. To briefly explain, Skyrim Together is a mod that lets you play the whole game in co-op with up to 30 players, and it's really rather good. To give an idea of the scale of this thing, Skyrim Together Reborn, the definitive version of the mod, has over 1 million downloads, and the Skyrim Together project overall is a big enough mod that other creators make mods for it. So within hopes of that, we were expecting that Starfield would have the same thing. Now, Robbie Brysink, and I've definitely pronounced that wrong, my apologies, goes into the handle Cosidesi and is one of the coders that was working on Starfield Together. Was being the operative word here. It took the mod's Discord channel today, however, an announcement he was done with it in no uncertain terms. And he goes on to state the following. When the game released, I was hyped like a lot of people, but probably for different reasons. I spent launch day and a few days after reverse engineering the game and porting over gameplay hooks from Skyrim Together to a potential Starfield Together mod. I ported about 70% of Skyrim Together reverse coded to Starfield Together. There was just one problem: the game was trash. I didn't realise this until I actually started playing the damn game a week after launch. He goes on to call it boring, bland, and says that the big draw of Bethesda's game is exploration in a lively and handcrafted world, which is completely gone from Starfield, which makes it his big announcement no real surprise. I won't be continuing development on Starfield Together, and I'm not gonna put my heart and soul into a mod of a game as mediocre as this. That is an absolutely brutal statement coming from the mod developer right there. That is crazy, but Starfield Together will not be fully releasing on a updated scale. He's not going to be working on it any further, which is a damn shame, because realistically that guy does push out some incredible mods into the community, and the stuff that he did for Skyrim was absolutely insane. Unfortunately, Starfield was not able to uphold the overall. That is questionable, and it's definitely a weird one, but I kind of got to respect his opinion, and the fact that he's actually stood his ground and not done something that he didn't want to do just for community's sake is actually really big inside of the internet world. A lot of people do things for no damn reason, and they cover a lot of stuff just for the hell of it, to be completely honest with you. So this is quite a quite refreshing taste coming from the modder himself, but at the same time also an extremely disappointing factor for those people who did love Starfield. Now, moving into some Starfield Bethesda news itself, though, Starfield testers had to unionize to get a copy of the game. Now, Microsoft has recognized a new union of temporary workers at ZeniMax Studios. Now, Microsoft had agreed to add 77 temporary game testers, the recently established Quality Assurance Union of ZeniMax Studios. In a breakthrough moment for the industry's growing labor movement, 23 of the workers will become full-time, while all will get raises and free copies of Starfield, the open RPG. They helped painstakingly debug but wouldn't have otherwise received. Now, there is a statement here made that states the use of contractors is common in the video game industry, and they often earn lower wages, have fewer benefits, and face less job stability than the direct employees that they have working alongside. By recognizing the workers as members of the union, ZeniMax and Microsoft management are setting a new standard for workers across the gaming industry. The 23 workers who were made full-time will get a pay increase of 22.2%, while the rest get a 15.3% pay increase, taking them from $18 an hour to $20.75 an hour. Some who weren't previously eligible will now get paid holidays and paid sick time, while all 77 will finally get copies of the Bethesda blockbuster they helped create. Now, as an overall, this is a bit of a brutal one, and I think this is absolutely ridiculous that it was ever a statement cost that they were never going to get a copy of the game, let alone entitled to holidays and stuff like that. It's absolutely insane, but contractual work is a difficult one indeed, and I guess that game testing is kind of one of those bittersweet job roles. So let me know what you guys are thinking down in the comment section with that one. But moving on to the Reddit, we have a painstakingly big statement that has been exhausted into next week, but nonetheless still being spoke about with nearly 1,000 upvotes, saying this game is missing a radio. Sorry if the topic has been beaten to death already. I don't check the sub very often. I feel like the best part about adventuring in Fallout was walking around blasting some old tunes on my Pip-Boy. I don't want to set the world on fire. Absolutely brilliant indeed, and that is definitely something that the game does need. The radio is something that is huge inside of the community, and we all absolutely loved the Pip-Boy radio that was in Fallout. This is something that is definitely needed, but while we're talking about setting things on fire, with over 1,000 upvotes on the subreddit, there was a post saying found an active volcano on Marduk 4. Any ideas on what to name it? And the images, as you can see on screen, look absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous, and it looks absolutely incredible. And the top comment on this one is right here as well, where they say, huh, that's pretty neat. Looks like the Lone Hill location, but it generated lava instead of water. If you fly over to the island, you can find some human bones among the alien tentacle bones. A couple people had a very bad day. Now, this is very, very cool indeed, and not something I seem to have stumbled across in my ventures inside of Starfield so far, but it's something I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye out for. It looks so aesthetically pleasing. It is ridiculous, although some of the photos makes it look like it's lava from inside of Minecraft. Take that as you will, but it does look pretty cool nonetheless. Let me know if you guys have walked across any lava volcano movements yet inside of the game via the comment section below. Now, that's unfortunately all we've got time for today, though. If you haven't already, smash that like button, subscribe with post notifications turned on. And if you have happened to have got to this part of the video, then stick a flame emoji in the comment section below. I see you guys. I do see you guys. You'll even get a cheeky comment back. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much again for watching, guys. And as always, up until the next time, I'll see you in the clouds.